Arrival and invitation. Welcome, dear one. You've arrived at a space not meant for striving, but for softening. This moment is not asking you to perform, achieve, or understand. It is simply inviting you to return to your own breath, your own being, your own quiet, sacred presence. Before we truly begin to walk this path, know this: if this journey becomes a space that gently holds you, where your breath deepens, your heart softens, and your spirit remembers a forgotten rhythm, you are warmly invited to subscribe and return. This space is here for you, always, a quiet harbor waiting whenever you need to drop anchor. Now, let's prepare. Take a slow inhale, allowing the breath to fill you gently. From the soles of your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. Feel that gentle expansion. And as you exhale, imagine releasing every task, every role, every expectation, every invisible weight you've been carrying. Let the exhale be a sigh of release, allowing yourself to truly land in this moment. There is nowhere else to be. Nothing to fix, nothing to figure out. Only this moment. Only your breath. Only now, let us begin. The path into presence. In your mind's eye, begin to see a path emerging gently before you. It is not paved, no hard edges or artificial markings. It is not a path you've walked before with your physical feet, and yet, somehow, your inner being, your deepest self, knows exactly where to go. The ground beneath you is exquisitely soft with layers of emerald moss and rich, dark earth that has been shaped not by human intention, but by centuries of forgotten footsteps, by the silent descent of countless leaves, and by an ancient, sacred remembering held within the very soil around you. Reaching towards the vastness above, rise trees so impossibly tall they seem to hold the sky in place. Their ancient branches forming a living cathedral. These are not just trees, they are great beings with gnarled, textured bark that tells tales of seasons and storms, and limbs stretched wide as if in a perpetual embrace. Their roots, thick and ancient, wind through the soil like veins through memory, connecting everything beneath the surface in an intricate, silent network. You begin to walk, slowly, unhurriedly, without destination, without any goal other than to simply be. Your breath, naturally, begins to deepen, expanding your chest, filling your lungs with the clean, crisp air. The atmosphere around you grows cooler, quieter, textured not just with the sharp scent of green leaves and rich soil, but with something else, something older than language, like the subtle, profound scent of safety, of belonging, of coming home. Light filters through the dense canopy above in shimmering, golden shafts, dancing across your shoulders and illuminating the path just a few steps ahead. With every deliberate step, every gentle placement of your foot upon the soft earth, you feel the world outside this sacred place begin to gently fade. The noise of daily life, the endless planning, the pressure of proving yourself, the constant pushing forward, all of it softens and dissolves behind you, like a distant echo. What remains, profoundly, purely, is your breath. The cool touch of moss beneath your feet. The silent, ancient presence of the trees. And a deepening, all-encompassing silence that feels more full than empty. To your left, a delicate vine of ivy winds its way intricately along the rough texture of a majestic forest wall, its deep green leaves catching the dappled light. To your right, ferns unfurl themselves in perfect, spiraled green offerings, like tiny, exquisite sculptures. You begin to notice the smallest, most exquisite details, the precise way a single shaft of light kisses the very edge of a vibrant green leaf, making it glow. The quiet, almost imperceptible rustle of a wing high above, a momentary whisper in the stillness. And most importantly, you notice the way your own breath now seems to synchronize with the slow, deep rhythm of the trees, becoming slower, deeper, and profoundly more true to your natural state. You pause now, drawn by an innate knowing. You gently place your hand on the rough, textured bark of a nearby tree. It is cool beneath your palm, surprisingly solid, profoundly alive. You close your eyes and imagine it breathing with you, a slow, steady inhale, and an equally slow, gentle exhale. As if you and this ancient tree are part of the same vast, living rhythm. Because in some profound way, you are, the forest does not ask you to hurry. It does not demand that you be better, or more, or different. It only asks you to be here. To simply exist, and then, ahead, through a gentle veil of ethereal mist that softens the edges of the world. You see it, an ancient archway made entirely of rough, enduring stone. Time-worn and richly covered in patches of deep green moss, its curved form stands silent and majestic, yet unmistakably sacred. This is the threshold. The venerable passageway between the outer world of doing and the innermost self of pure being. You approach slowly, reverence in every movement. The earth itself seems to rise gently to meet your feet, supporting your journey. As you step beneath the arch, something shifts, palpably. The air changes, becoming even more profound and still. Your thoughts, which moments ago might have been racing, now slow, becoming like lazy clouds drifting across an endless sky. You cross not just from one physical space to another, but from one state of being to another. You enter this deep forest not merely as a visitor, but as a remembering. You are here not to escape something, but to return to something essential that has always been within you. The path continues onward, unfolding before you. But something profound inside you has already arrived. The stream of release, as you continue walking, the forest around you deepens further into an exquisite stillness. There is a profound hush here, not an empty silence, but one that feels incredibly full, rich with potential, like the pregnant pause just before a beautiful piece of music begins, or the quiet breath held just before tears finally flow. And then, subtly, gently, you begin to hear the soft, persistent murmur of water, not loud, not urgently calling, but steady, soothing, and deeply familiar, as if it has always been there, waiting for you. Drawn effortlessly toward the sound, your steps naturally follow a gentle curve in the path, and there before you, you see it, a stream. It is narrow, winding, moving with a kind of innate grace that needs no effort, no external force. The crystalline water flows with quiet purpose over stones that are smooth with the touch of untold ages, catching bits of golden sunlight that filter through the canopy, reflecting both the vastness of the sky and the intricate details of the green forest above, and perhaps even glimmers of distant memory. You walk closer, drawn by an invisible thread, and then, allowing yourself to be guided, you lower yourself down beside it. The moss beneath you is incredibly thick and soft, a verdant cushion. The smooth stones, cool beneath your outstretched hands, ground you to this moment. The stream is now intimately close, easily within reach. You sit and watch it for a moment, observing the way its surface glides and shimmers, the effortless way it moves without needing to be moved, the profound simplicity with which it simply flows. And then you feel it, an undeniable knowing blossoming within your heart. That this water, this living current, is here specifically to receive. That this stream is not just water, but a silent, compassionate witness. That it will gently hold whatever you are finally ready to let go of, perhaps, without even consciously thinking, your fingers instinctively reach out and dip into the cool, clear current. The touch of the water is a gentle shock, both invigorating and profoundly soothing. Clear and alive against your skin. And as you feel that pure touch, something deep within you begins to soften. The place that has clenched tightly for too long. The place that has braced itself against the world. The place that has held too much, carried too many burdens, for far too long. You close your eyes now. Allow whatever arises to simply come forward, without judgment, without effort. It could be a specific memory, clear and vivid. A name, whispered on the wind. A deep silence that has carried a subtle ache. A lingering guilt never spoken aloud, never truly faced. A profound longing that never found its form or its fulfillment. You do not have to analyze it. You do not have to put it into words. You only have to feel it, acknowledging its presence without needing to change it. Let your breath gently hold it, cradling it like a precious, fragile thing. Let your body, this sacred vessel, carry it for this fleeting moment. And then, let your hands, your heart, your very being, offer it. With a slow, deliberate exhale, release it into the stream. Not with force, not with any dramatic fanfare, but with raw, gentle truth. Let it flow from you, from the depths of your heart, from the very core of your bones, from the essence of your breath, and into the patient current, where it is carried not away into nothingness, but onward. Released. Transformed, this stream does not judge your offering. It does not attempt to fix what you release. It does not forget the truth of what you have carried. It simply holds, and moves, and accepts. And as it accepts, as it carries that part of your story onward, you feel an incredible lightness begin to bloom inside your chest, not because the pain was erased or denied, but because it was truly seen, profoundly felt. And finally, blessedly, freed, you sit in silence beside the stream for a long, unmeasured while, watching the endless ripples, listening to the soft, steady hush of the water, feeling the way your own body is becoming more and more like the water itself, fluid, open, unbound. When you rise, eventually, you are not empty. You are not depleted. You are, beautifully, profoundly, clear. You are not lighter because you've lost something essential or precious. You are lighter because you had the courage, the grace, to let go. The tree of stillness and remembering, the path rises slightly now, soft and slow, a gentle incline that invites contemplation. The forest begins to subtly open up, the dense canopy thinning just enough to allow a greater sense of space. The air here is noticeably cooler, tinged with the sacred hush of approaching twilight, as if the very atmosphere is preparing for something profound. And then you see it, not suddenly, as a jarring revelation, but gradually, slowly, as though it had always been there, patiently waiting for this very moment, for your arrival, a single, magnificent tree. Towering above all others, its presence vast and encompassing. Wide, with branches that seem to stretch infinitely. And profoundly, deeply still, its trunk is impossibly thick, bearing the weight and wisdom of countless centuries, its bark curled in intricate ridges and spirals that feel like an ancient script. Patches of deep green moss grow in patterns upon it, like symbols from a forgotten language. Its roots, massive and powerful, spread wide and deep, some surfacing above the ground like resting limbs of a colossal being, others disappearing into the very heart of the earth like anchors, connecting it to the planet's core. Its branches stretch upward and outward in every conceivable direction, forming a vast, sheltering canopy of quiet, vibrant green that feels like a sacred embrace, at its very base. Nestled perfectly beneath those protective, ancient arms, is a bench. It is made of stone, smooth and cool to the touch, worn by the passage of time and the patient act of waiting. You walk towards it now, drawn by an undeniable magnetic pull. And as you finally sit down upon its cool surface, something deep inside your being exhales in a way it hasn't in years, a profound, lingering sigh of absolute relief and recognition. This is not just a tree, this is not just a bench, this is a remembering. You sit in profound silence. The vast, whispering forest around you gently fades into an even deeper stillness, as if holding its breath with you. Above, the first stars of evening begin to gather. Tiny pinpricks of light emerging from the deepening indigo canvas of the sky. The last, lingering light of day paints the very edge of the horizon in hues of rose and lavender, a gentle farewell. You instinctively place your hands over your heart, not to protect it, not to guard it, but to truly connect with it. And there, beneath your palms, you feel the steady, unwavering rhythm within. A beat. A pulse. A knowing that resonates from the deepest part of your soul. A truth that whispers, you are not broken. No matter what stories you've been told or have told yourself, you are not lost. Even if the path has felt unclear at times, you are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be. Right here, right now, there is nothing to fix here within this sacred stillness. Nothing to prove to anyone, not even yourself. Only this profound moment. Only this deep, steady breath. Only this absolute stillness. The magnificent tree behind you hums with an ancient patience. With an unwavering presence. With a profound, boundless peace. It does not demand anything of you. It does not instruct you, or give you tasks. It simply is. And in its simple, powerful being, it gently reminds you that you, too, can simply be. You can rest. You can exist. You sit for a long, unmeasured time, your mind free of thoughts, your spirit free of goals or striving. Just breath. Just being. Just the profound, quiet presence of yourself and the ancient tree, and in this sacred stillness, something deep within you begins to return. It is not something new, freshly acquired or learned. It is something ancient, something profoundly true, something that has always been yours, waiting patiently to be remembered. Gentle return. Closing invitation. Take a deep, slow breath now, allowing your awareness to gently return to the space you're physically in, not abruptly, not with a jolt, but gently, like the soft, seamless way dusk becomes night, or how the tide recedes in a whisper. Begin to notice the sensation of the ground beneath you again, the gentle pressure of the chair or cushion, the subtle edges of your body, the steady rhythm of your breath within your chest. You do not leave this profound place, this inner sanctuary, behind. It lives within you now. It is a part of you, a deep wellspring of peace you can always return to. And if this journey met you in a place that longed to be remembered, if it softened you, or helped you feel profoundly held and seen, I gently invite you to subscribe or return. This space is always here for you. Always within reach, just a breath away. Until next time, whenever our paths may cross again, may you walk gently through your days. May you feel deeply, honoring all that arises. May you always remember, in every moment, every challenge, every joy, you are enough. You are held. You are home.